So this is the type of stuff that makes me think we live in a simulation. I filmed this video earlier today, and my plan was to come back to it later on and edit this video once I have an opportunity to sit down and think through the editing process and so on and so forth. But after I filmed this video, I go and check my mail, and I literally have a default judgment or a civil infraction from Royal Oak, and this represents a parking ticket that I just received literally today, right after I filmed this video, which I randomly filmed today. And this parking ticket is about to cost me $65. The infraction date was late October. I'm not going to say the exact date. And I know I paid my meter costs because of my previous experience being downtown getting a ticket. And so once again, I made sure to pay my meter, but yet I get a ticket. Not to mention the location that I was at, I made sure I skedaddled out of there in time before my meter was expired, but yet I still got a ticket. For whatever reason, they show an appearance date for late November and a default judgment date of December 1st. This feels like a shakedown. When you look at this default judgment, this civil infraction that they mailed to me, it doesn't even tell me how to pay this ticket. It just tells me that I have an amount of judgment for a total of $65 for a parking ticket. The appearance date, how do I know to even appear when out of the blue I get a ticket or I get a civil infraction for parking that I paid for in Royal Oak? This feels criminal. I just got to admit, something's not right when it comes to the strategy of how Royal Oak is managing their parking in their downtown area. This is going to make me not want to go to Royal Oak. And they probably don't care. Royal Oak probably doesn't care because in the last 3 years, they've gotten 2 tickets out of me, totaling over $100. This is insane. But I just wanted to chime in and just in real time show you or tell you that this is a real problem that is affecting a lot of people that visit downtown Royal Oak. I'm literally in disbelief with regard to the stat that I'm about to share with you right now. Royal Oak, Michigan just released a report showing that 43% of the people who use their parking meters in their downtown area end up getting ticketed. 43%, close to half of the people that come to your city, come to your downtown, is leaving with a ticket after they've grabbed a bite to eat or shopped local, going to grab a coffee. Once they're done spending their money in these small businesses in your downtown district, it's close to a 50% chance that they're going to have a parking ticket when it's all said and done. That's insane. And here's the thing, as somebody who is actually part of that 43%, I can tell you firsthand that the parking system that Royal Oak, Michigan has in place currently is broken. I'm a landlord, I'm a developer, and I love to support small business. And I am in general a fan of the downtown that Royal Oak has curated. It's a really nice concentrated spot that has a number of small businesses that we can go and support. But when the parking experience feels confusing and borderline predatory, it makes people like myself not want to come back. So I want to dig a little deeper into this 43% data point that they shared, how it impacts local businesses, and why parking policy, something that feels small, minuscule, can literally make or break a downtown ecosystem.
A new study on parking enforcement in Royal Oak found almost half of people who visit the city's downtown area get a ticket while they're there.
Yeah, certainly frustrating. The City of Royal Oak downtown parking assessment found 43% of visitors who used on-street or metered parking were ticketed.
This data point should alarm every business that is located within the city of Royal Oak. In any industry, a 43% customer penalty rate would be a sign of a catastrophic system breakdown. This signals either bad meter design, confusing rules, over-aggressive enforcement, and or a revenue-first mentality by the city of Royal Oak. Downtowns cannot brand themselves as welcoming when nearly half of your visitors walk away feeling punished.
Yes, you heard correctly. Nearly half of people coming to downtown Royal Oak using these meters right here have been ticketed according to this new data. But that's not the only problem here in downtown. There's something called reverse parking. You can see it right behind me. Business owners, residents say it's dangerous, it's confusing, and it's driving people away.
We see people all day long that will go around the block multiple times.
Forcing reverse angle parking is a huge barrier to entry for casual visitors, especially downtown Royal Oak where traffic is congested as is. So I'm just imagining my mother driving downtown Royal Oak and looking for a parking spot close to a store that she wants to gain access to. There's no way she's going to be backing into this parking spot, even if it's available. But that's what Royal Oak is doing. They're driving people away. And this ultimately hurts these small businesses that are in this downtown district because now people are looking for other options, specifically due to how hard it is to find a parking space and avoid getting a ticket.
Henry Pardike is the store manager of UHF Records in downtown Royal Oak. He says, quite frankly, his customers are tired of dealing with the parking outside his store on Washington Avenue.
More than anything, it's just a huge increase in complaints, probably tenfold to what we used to have.
Next door at Lost and Found Vintage, Andrew Nazaro says, yeah, parking is a mess.
Parking should not be the biggest issue in a downtown area that's a pedestrian heavy area for people to walk around in.
He's absolutely right. Parking policy is part of the overall retail ecosystem of a downtown. Successful downtowns require a healthy feedback loop. Foot traffic equals retail sales equals business growth equals higher tax base. But over aggressive parking enforcement chokes that top of that funnel. And so what we've seen is that the downtown district of Royal Oak has really gained a ton with regard to the revenue that it produces. But in the long run, they're losing commercial vitality.
During last night's city council meeting in Royal Oak, it was revealed nearly half of drivers visiting the downtown area were being ticketed. There were some changes suggested, like raising the grace period from 5 minutes of free parking to 15 minutes. That alone would remove roughly 10,000 tickets.
Wait. So you mean to tell me that just adding a 10-minute grace period would eliminate 10,000 tickets? That is insane. That sounds predatory in my opinion.
Royal Oak business owners, especially those on Washington, say they're the ones stuck dealing with it.
Every day there's the traffic jam, traffic backups.
I mean, like I said, it's just been really a mess.
It's pretty much a daily occurrence.
I know the new parking meters are here. Where is it?
Okay, maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but City Commissioner Monica Hunt invited us for an exclusive first look. The new parking meters arrived a few days ago and are being stored inside the police garage.
We have approximately 10 meters here,
Okay.
and there'll be more that's going into downtown over the course of December.
Look at this.
It's brand spanking new.
This is fantastic.
It's going to be put in by Flowbird and Park Mobile.
Okay.
And it's the same technology that's used in Ferndale and Birmingham now. It's an easier, simpler meter.
This is good news, right? They're updating their meter system, and it seems like there is a bit of excitement with regard to this update. But it's also important that Royal Oak hopefully incorporates certain things that could help get parking right, similar to Birmingham, Ferndale, and I really do think Detroit has done a phenomenal job with their parking system. So here's the bottom line. Downtowns thrive when the experience is more so welcoming as opposed to nearly half of the visitors walking away with a ticket in their hands. If Royal Oak wants their small businesses to survive in their downtown district, they have to continue to make their parking system better. Let me know in the comments. Are you one of the 43% that went to Royal Oak, downtown Royal Oak, and left with a ticket in hand? Are you a small business in the downtown district of Royal Oak and you're being affected by how challenging it is to park in the downtown district, therefore potentially scaring away customers? What changes do you think would actually fix it? As always, I appreciate you listening to me ramble, and I'll see you in the next video.